Hi, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Real Housewives of Moto. This is episode 44. We're going to talk about Nashville, where I was this weekend with my husband, Tim. 44 is Thai Master Pool. And Katie, am I being too harsh that like I don't have high hopes for Thai Master Pool doing anything ever again?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
A little hot coming in, but I don't know. His 300th win for Mitch was cool, and our buddy Tutu was his wrench, and that was cool, but
yeah, other than that, he hasn't done much.
No. So moving on from that to more exciting things. Nashville Supercross is why my voice sounds like this. I was there. I was a little bit sick going into Nashville, and then I woke up the next morning and felt like I've been hit by a train, which apparently everybody else did too, who's not local. So I don't feel as much of a wimp as I thought I was, because I've heard that other people felt like crap too. And the CVS by our hotel was like completely like out of allergy pills and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it was beautiful. Like everything was green. Like when we were flying in, I was just like, oh my gosh, spring. I love spring. And then it was just like, oh, cool. There's pollen everywhere and it's windy and. But other than that, the weekend was freaking perfect. So
I was living through you on Instagram. I kept checking your stories. I'm like, did she post?
Well, for one thing, there is terrible cell phone service in that city. Like, so even when I wasn't in the stadium, like even just like walking around, like not even our hotel, like there was terrible. So I'm going to be posting a lot more this week as I kind of go through my phone. Cause I kind of just like gave up, especially at the Holeshot challenge. Like there was nothing. Like, I don't know how people were getting stuff online, because there was apparently 98,000 people in attendance, which I've had a couple people DM me, cause I posted this on my stories, that they're like, there's no way. There wasn't even that many people in Nissan Stadium, which I was like, yeah, I know. I was also at Nissan Stadium. I could see it. It was not full. It wasn't as bad as St. Louis, but it was not full. But I think 98,000 was how many people were on Broadway that evening, like between the hours of the Holeshot King, whatever we're calling it. Here, I have my super fun VIP pass that my girl Brittany got. So Jeremy McGrath's Holeshot King, that's what we're calling it. I got to make sure I call it the right thing. But it didn't start until 7. There was people like literally lining the fences from like 4:30 in the afternoon.
That's insane. Kind of like when we went to the parade at the Nations.
Exactly. That's what we were talking about this before. And I actually mentioned that. I was like, it was way more organized than the parade at Des Nations. Like, shout out to my girl Brittany's husband, David, and his crew, his monster event crew. They were incredible. We were back out there the next day, and like they'd stayed out till like 4 a.m, like packing all that dirt back in. But it was bananas. Like every single rooftop, every bar, everything was packed. I mean, it was like 20 people deep. Like, so fun. So did you get to watch any of it online? Like, I think they had it on Racer X.
I know. I was just looking at like media, like what media was posting. I don't think it was live streamed on YouTube or anything, which I wish it was. But I was just seeing what I saw on social media. I'm sure there will be like a legit YouTube video out, but
I'm sure there was so much media. It was really fun. You didn't go with us to it when we went to Des Nations. Like, you guys were already back in the city, right? Because it was late one night. The Holeshot challenge at Des Nations.
Right. Yeah, we stayed back. Yeah, I didn't go.
I mean, that was like out in like a cornfield, so it was not like a dirt track like this. Like, this was very like professional, and we had gates and lights and all that. But just such a fun event, and like seeing the guys like in their element. I posted this morning, and I sent Ellie read about Chad, that I was like, Chad was so locked in. Like every time he would get up there before the other competitor, he would sweep off the gate. He was looking at the rut. And I was like, these guys just like can't turn it off. Like,
no, the competitiveness does not go away. And I think it's so cool that they all still get to do this.
Katie's dog is very angry about a dog outside, and we're very concerned about the dog outside, and Katie's Nona outside.
Yeah, that's chaos. It's chaos right now.
This is what you get. This is what we get. We're not professionals. We're not press. Oh gosh, we'll get to that. I'm not press. It was such a fun event, and honestly, like watching Ryan come out, because I'm a Dungy fan through and through. I got my Wheaties box right there. There was another Wheaties box person.
I saw that.
I told Lindsay, I was like, okay, now I'm actually like really sad I didn't carry around my Wheaties box like with me.
So you saw her and got to talk to her?
Oh yes, it was so fun. Cool. So I realized, like, with Lindsay, I've talked to Lindsay online over the years, but it was on my personal account. So I don't know if Lindsay like made the connection between me and Real Housewives, but I said it when we were at the event. I was like, hey, Allie, Real Housewives. And so I went over and got a picture with her. Jade had Banks up on his shoulders. It was so cute.
I saw that. It was so
also,
cute.
like Courtney Roxton came over and got Banks at one point and like walked him over to Ryan. Like, oh my God, it was just like living.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Oh, it was the best. And so when I was standing with Lindsay and Jade and Harper was down on the ground and she had sweet little Cove in her carrier. And then Ryan came over to say something and Banks is like, Dad, go get Deegan, because Banks's favorite rider is not Dad, who just came off the couch and almost won. It's Hayden Deegan. So of course, Deegan comes back. Ryan goes and gets him. And it was so cute, like high five Banks, and it was like a whole thing. And so I got some pictures of that. It was so cute. Listen, I came around a lot on Hayden this weekend. We'll get to it. I've heard things and I saw things. I'm not saying I'm a glazer by any means, but the needle has been moved after like actually watching
progress.
him.
That's progress.
And Lindsay said that Marisa told her that Hayden had his room growing up was all Ryan stuff. And so I was like, I love that. So Hayden's role model was Ryan, and I freaking love Ryan. So I'm like, how do you hate that? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Hayden. I saw him multiple times on Broadway, on obviously during the Holeshot Challenge, like when the cameras were off, and like he is so intentional with his fans, and I think he's special in that like he's famous outside the sport, you know? So like he's going to have fans that like don't really care about dirt bikes as much as they care about Hayden. And he's so intentional with his fans. I said, I told Tim, I said, I felt like I was watching like Bailey Zimmerman when we were at Vegas, you know, like
right. Yeah.
time for everybody. Poor Cody. He's like, Mom, pay attention. Anyway, so when I saw Hayden downtown, you know, he's a kid, he's 20. He's wanting to hang out and like do his own thing and lay low, but he can't because he's Hayden. But you could just see like he never said no to anybody. Like he was never too cool to like take a picture or whatever. Like, you know, in a bar, like, you know, in the corner, like he's clearly trying to like hide out. So anyhow, he very much moved the needle for me. Our girl Courtney, who does PR for Yamaha, and her husband Alex Peanut is Cooper's mechanic, was his like babysitter. Like I was like, God bless you, babysitting Hayden and that crew. So that was hilarious. I saw her multiple times. I was like, what up, girl? So that was fun. I'm like so all over the place. So Holeshot Friday, let's go back. Okay. So Thursday night we got in, we're like so zonked. We saw the KTM rig when we were driving in like this like shady ass parking lot. Did you see Jade's post about him and Corey power washing the fire that the homeless camp?
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Cause they were literally like parked on the side of the road. Like what the
That was insane.
I know. So I was like, okay, Jade, you okay? Like you good? Also I'm pretty sure that Ryan's bike was AP's bike. So I'm like, so you had 3 KTM 450s up there? Like in that shady parking lot. Got to our hotel. It was so cute. It was like they had like all like redone the hotel. It's on the historic register, whatever. Went to a little place called Skull's Rainbow Room, and it was like on Printer's Alley, which is like this little area, and it was so fun. And it used to be like a speakeasy, and they have a burlesque show that did not start until 11:15. Did not start.
God, that's so late.
Let me tell you. I was like, okay, so can we go home and take a nap before we come back? Which we did. We rode around scooters and took a nap, and then we came back for the burlesque show, and it was just so freaking fun. Like it was just high vacation energy. Then let's see. The next morning, what did we do the next morning? We went and got brunch. I'm trying to think. Because then I was like, it's so early. Like I just want to sleep in. So we did a little bit. We had to go find CVS because I felt like dog doo-doo. And then we went to this place, Milk and Honey. It was delicious. We had honey butter biscuits. And then I was like looking at like all the things that were going on around Nashville, and the Lawrence Brothers things at the Gibson garage was like right around the corner. So I was like, well, we have to go to that now.
Oh,
I know. I was like, it's perfect. Like I did not plan any of this. Like this is the problem is like, I'm like, let me get us there and get us housed. And then when we get there, we'll figure it out. Especially with no kids. It's like, it's so much easier. You know, you're not worried about being hungry. Yeah. And
right.
Again, like watching some of these moto moms, like Lindsay with 3 dungeons deep on Broadway. Like I'm so impressed. So we rode the scooters over to the Gibson garage. We got there like 15 minutes after the doors open, and there were already 2 lines around the block. Like for
Wow.
Hunter and Jet. I was like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Um, this place was so cool. I actually have it on my to-do list today to buy Hunter Gibson merch because I want it. I want it. They did not have any for sale there. So they had an autograph line so you could come up and meet Jet and Hunter. And then they had Hunter's race gear, the Alpine Stars gear. I don't know if it's the same gear. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It might be the same gear he was wearing on race day. Either way, it was like this orange yellow with the big H on the front. It was dope. Like, big fan. Let's see, what else do we do there? Did not get to see Cynthia. I wanted to get a picture with Cynthia Lawrence because I love her. Jet's girlfriend is not high on me, but we're gonna try to break that stereotype. Not stereotype. Whatever held assumption she has about me. She did not like a joke I made. I didn't even make it. I shared a joke that somebody else made. And it's since been deleted. So Dylan, hey, if you're listening, I think you're stunning and I love everyone else in your camp. So don't hate me. But anyhow, I did not get a picture with Cynthia. We were just like in passing the whole weekend, which was a bummer, but very, very cool event. The energy was dope. I mean, Tim and I posted up in the acoustic guitar room and literally we just looked at price tags of the guitars. Like, just walked around the room and we were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was like more expensive than some, those 2 dirt bikes sitting out there. So that was super fun. Went back, took another nap. It was just the weekend of like chilling out. And then went downtown and met our buddy Deepwood Steve, who we know through Main Event Moto. He was at Nations with us, and his lovely wife Beth, who is a huge Hunter fan. She cracks me up. Like, she is so funny. When we met up the next day at the race too, and there was very limited Hunter sightings. Like, we were standing in between Honda and the Lawrence brothers experience. And I was like, he's got to come out at some point. Like, he's got to go over there. And we never timed it correctly. So I think I shared a picture of this. There's a picture of Deepwood Steve's wife with her face pressed against up the Honda rig. You know how they have the like posters on the outside of the plastic. So you can't really see in? She's putting her whole ass face on there. And it's Hunter on the chiropractic table on the other side. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. But she was like, she's a hardcore Hunter fan. So that was fun. So we got lunch with them. I had a barbecue pulled pork sandwich that like I will dream of. Like, so much so that like I spilled it all over myself. I was a total toddler. I was like, we got to go back and change because I look like a toddler. But it was so worth it. And then we went to the Holeshot Challenge. And that was such a blast. We talked about that. I told you I was so grateful for my girl Brittany just to get out of that chaos. But it's so funny looking at all the pictures because like literally Tim and I are right behind the gate on the right-hand side. Like, we're behind the right. If you're standing behind it, we're behind the right gate. And I felt like I was like constantly like, just like, I don't even know. Like, I couldn't focus because there was so much going on and there were so many cool things. And like, oh my gosh, it was just so much. And like, we had like Damon Bradshaw and Jeff Stanton and like all of their significant others behind us. And so I'm just like, I'm here with like moto royalty. And like, I was there with my girl Tracy. Tracy is the big sister of Jeremy McGrath. We are BFFs now. She's my Taurus sister. We realized, I was like, this is why we get along, because we're both bullheaded Tauruses. And it was just so fun. Like, I just keep saying that. Like, I'm just like, I am so lucky. Like, just meet the right people and be nice, and
exactly,
you get to hang out in the Monster VIP. So after that, Tim was peopled out. Here's the big perk. So this is the first big event that Tim has gone with me. I mean, we went to Arlington, but that was like in and out. Like, he didn't come to Billy Bob's or anything. So this was like the whole time Tim has been like the whole weekend with me. And I kind of joked about it in my stories, but like, he was in full on babysitter mode. Like, I was not watching my surroundings. I did not have a care in the world. And I was not drinking, either of us. We were totally sober the whole weekend. But he was having to like make sure I like got to where I needed to go. If somebody came up to me to like talk to me, he would like step in and make sure they weren't like weirdos. We had a few of those.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure.
People would come up to me and be like, Real Housewives, which is totally fine. Like, I'm totally flattered by that. If they don't know my name, that's totally fine. But then they wouldn't say who they were or like how I would have known them. So I'm like, tell me a little bit about who you are, or like what we've talked about, or like,
right.
And it was somebody who's kind of like anti Kenny. So I was like, he wanted to talk about Kenny not doing well tomorrow. And I was like, now I really don't want to talk to you. Like, please walk away.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm not gonna not going to take offense to that, but it was weird. So Tim being in babysitter mode was hilarious. And he's so good at that, you know, like he can just hang and he's constantly got his head on a swivel. Like I just feel so safe around him. And like 98,000 people on Broadway, like it's kind of a shit show. So
yeah.
So after that, he was straight up peopled out. He was like, no, I want to go home. Our hotel was like 2 blocks behind Broadway. So he went home. I stayed back with Tracy and some of her friends from Jeremy's racing days, also named Jeremy, not McGrath, but also Jeremy. And then my friends, Amber and Jason Manquist, they have a son, Carson, who is going to go pro hopefully soon. He's had some injuries, but they're from my neck of the woods. They're from DFW, and they decided Friday morning that they were going to drive to Nashville. So
that's cool. How long's the drive?
Like 10 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, troopers.
Yeah.
I did not do that. And so that was really fun. We hung out at Nudies, which was kind of the home base for Monster. And just like, I danced like a idiot white girl who people probably thought I was drunk, but I wasn't. That was just all me. All natural. And that was it. So that was Friday. Then we slept in a little bit Saturday morning. I was like, there's no way I'm getting there for first qualifying. 250 C riders were on track at 7:30 in the morning. That is bananas. Like, listen, I'm not going to say I'm totally out on day races, but it sucked. Like, it was too hot. It was too early. It was too dry. I don't know. Maybe we would all feel differently if like the 250, like right before the 250 main, like the broadcast hadn't gone out. Like we wouldn't all have such a negative taste in our mouth. But even after press day on Friday, I was talking to Grant Harlan. I was with Mina and Grant, and even at that point, like we were talking about a bunch of different riders, and everybody was like, yeah, like it's not good. Like they had that real fine silty sand stuff on it, but then it was already getting like blue groove on Friday, and I was just like, this is not going to be good. So lo and behold, it wasn't. But yeah, we made it there for qualifying 2. I'm going to take a breath. Hold on. So did you get to watch any of qualifying? You didn't.
I watched all of qualifying. So
okay, so I have not watched the broadcast. Katie has. Katie has watched the heats and the mains and qualifying. Anything from race day live or anything that happened in the morning that like I did not see, because I did not see the Lane Shaw endo until later in the day.
That was crazy.
Did that make race day live?
I think so. Well, like they showed it after it. That was the like rag doll, right?
Yeah,
where you just
right,
it's because JB and AC were talking, and then you just like saw it in the background, and they were like, "What?"
It's funny story. Once I made it up to the press box later, I was walking by the race day live booth, and Adam and JB were in there, and I heard him say, "Oh yeah, I posted the Lane Shaw video in my stories. Do you want me to delete it?" And I was like, "Interesting. I wonder who doesn't want that out in the universe?" But it's everywhere. Like I've seen that clip so many times. So, I mean, apparently he's okay. Like I was walking around the pits and being like, asking people like, does anybody know if Lane's here? And they're like, yeah, he's still here. So goodness, good for him. But anywho, pits were interestingly laid out. I was telling you earlier, it was kind of like privateers and then like privateer teams and then factory. But you had like the KTM juniors rig and then the KTM factory rig like way far apart. So if you had to go back and forth between those, thinking about my girl Samantha the fly, like it was a long walk. So it was very they were big pits, big spread out. But we went pretty much to the back immediately because I was like, I want to see Ducati and I want to see Suzuki and I want to see KTM and I want to see Rockstar Husky. So we went back to the factories. When we got there, KTM was doing their signing. So got to see Jorge and got to see Eli, and they both looked like totally healthy, totally normal. So I think I'm out on Eli being injured. I do. I think maybe we're dealing with some arm pump, but I'm going to completely pull a 180 on where I was, and I'm going to blame the bike because he looked so good in qualifying.
So good. Such in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Poor little guy had everything ripped from him in the main. I think it was just a mixture of things. He had a terrible start.
Yeah.
The track, I think, dried out way more than they anticipated. I think the delay in the race maybe dried it out even more.
For sure.
And I just think it was probably, he said he made I was surprised he made an Instagram post.
Oh, I know. Because you and I
Took
get the
all,
notifications when he posts.
yeah.
So I saw it on my phone and I was like, no way in hell Eli just posted on race day.
No, he has not posted since like even before Daytona. Like it's been months.
Gosh. And not on race day either. Like that was bananas. So, okay. That's good.
So,
that's good.
I mean, I
you
just
got extra energy.
Like what, I just think maybe, yeah, the scoop tire the track was terrible. They had like boulders in it.
It was so bad.
I think they just underestimated it and it dried out. And he's at a point where he's not going to go risk his life.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I can't figure it out. And it makes me sad because I want it to come down to a 3-way battle with him and Kenny and Hunter. I am very encouraged by Ian's interviews where Ian's like, yeah, Eli's like, it's all on me. I'll figure it out. Like, I'll go home, I'll grind, whatever. Because I think there are other riders in the pits that are very quick to blame everything on the bike. And I mean, you got to respect that. And I think it's really cool that the KTM trusts John and Eli to like go figure it out, you know? Like, Eli,
I mean, Saturday was going perfect until it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's like when it mattered. And I said that too. Mm-hmm. Like after the race, I was like, it was perfect. And then when it mattered, it didn't. And it's so frustrating for Tomac fans, you know, because it's like he's let so many get away. And it's like now the nail's almost in the coffin. But at the same time, it's a miracle he's still out there and doing as well as he has. Like, I think overall it's been a successful season. I don't think any of us thought he would be in the championship running this far.
No.
So, I mean, there's some wins and we just have to be grateful. The sport is so much better with him in it.
Oh, 100%.
And we just have to, he's human. We all think like he's human, and I don't know. It's sad, but I have to stay positive or I will literally go into depression.
Oh, same. That's how I feel about Ken, but also with Eli, but we'll get to Ken. I am going to jump on the conspiracy theory with Eli and KTM about the shock fading. Like, I looked at the lap times again, him and Jorge both. There's something going on in the second half. They did go back to like the A1 settings, as I heard, but I mean, what can you do?
That's interesting. Yeah.
You know? And like, that's Eli saying, I'm going to go do everything I can do, meaning me, the rider. Like, KTM's going to do whatever they can do. But if it's the same shock issue, like, what do you do? So,
yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't really been brought up to like Ian.
I'm sure they're aware of it. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Like, and I don't know that we ever will. Like, until he's fully retired and he goes on Gypsy and is like, oh yeah, 2026 is exactly what happened. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get it. I think that's just how he operates. So
yeah.
I'm curious, you as the biggest Eli Tomac fan I've ever met and documentarian, if he loses this to Hunter, like let's say he somehow passes Ken and he gets second, which hurts worse, losing this one or losing 2017 to Dungey?
Probably Dungey, because that was really when he was in his prime and when he should be winning these. And now he's just like on borrowed time. And it's amazing that he's still in this position where he can win championships at 33. And he knows how good the Lawrences are. And he has said he loves competing against them and trying to beat them. I think Eli is like, I got the 2020 championship. I'm good. Like, I don't need 5 championships. Like, he always kind of reverts back to like, as soon as I got the first one, I could relax a little. Like, anything after that is just an added bonus. So, like, he always reverts back to 2020 and not 2022.
Yeah.
So, I just kind of think he has that competitiveness in him and he wants it still, but it's not going to like end his world.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I would agree. And I think that like the opposite would be Hayden, who's like, Hayden wants all of the records, you know, like I really think Hayden wanted a perfect 250 season, which he almost got. I mean, it was ruined on the first race, but he almost got it. Whereas Eli, I just feel like I love hearing Eli say, I just love riding my motorcycle. Like it just warms my heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's not there saying, I need to beat Jeremy's record and I need 2 more championships. Like, he always reverts back to like, oh, I got the 2021, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But he still wants it. But I think like his mindset is more of like like already accomplished it. Like anything
Yeah.
else is just an added bonus.
Yeah. I mean, that's a healthy place to be. So we'll get to Eli and the race, but it was good to see him in his autograph line looking happy and healthy, because sometimes I've seen Eli in the autograph line just like in like robot mode, just like
Yeah.
his line is insane, and now he's
And he has like probably bad social anxiety
I'm
too,
sure. I cannot fathom that.
No,
My
he's
nightmare.
very introverted. So for him to do that week in and week out.
Yeah, I cannot even fathom it. But anywho, so we walked around the pit some more. Got to meet my girl Ann Williams that I did the pod with for my privateer island wife. Steve hasn't sued me yet for that name, which was so exciting because, spoiler alert, later on Zach made his very first 450 main, and I was with Ann in the press box watching Ann watch Zach qualify. And it was
that's fun.
The best. Like, I recorded her and I went back and watched the video, and the video is like shaking because I'm shaking and crying watching her. But that was so fun getting to meet Ann after doing the pod. Got to meet Courtney here at Marchbanks' girlfriend. She's lovely. I did not call him the sexy caveman. I wish I had. I told her about my undying love of Brock Tickle, and I was like, Brock's probably way out of your age range, but I was like, we can appreciate how hot he is, right? And she was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
so
he's hot.
Like, that's gotta be so awkward when your boyfriend's trainer is like hot AF. So Brock was there. That was cool. Got to see Taryn a lot. Love seeing Taryn like in her element. I love seeing like my girls working and like just being queens, doing what they do. Moseyed on over to the privateer pits and said hello to Logan Carnow because it was his first race back. He said that Sloey had mentioned me to him, and that Sloey had said nice things about me after our chat at Houston. So I was like,
oh, that's cute.
I know, because Sloey gets a lot of hate. I think he got in some trouble last summer for commenting one wrong thing about, I think it was the Washougal race. But he's been nothing but nice to me. So to hear that he was saying nice things about me behind my back to Logan, I was like, oh, I love that. So that was fun. Took some pictures with Corey Karsten and Kirsten, and that was really fun. Was hoping for a good night for them. Then we went and watched, what did we go in and watch for? Then it was qualifying 2. And so we went in like some random section and watched qualifying. That's when I texted you and I was like, Eli looks good. Like
I know.
Multiple hot laps. Like him and Hunter were going back and forth. Like at one point it was Kenny, Eli, Hunter, and then it was Hunter, Eli, Kenny. Like those 3 went back and forth. And I was like, okay, we're done. And every time I said it, they would go for another hot lap. And like they all looked incredible. So I was like, this is going to be a good night. Like it wasn't like somebody was off their game. If anybody was off their game in qualifying, it was Kenny. Like Kenny had some weird, like not anything huge, but just like little things that like he looked uncomfortable. But those top 3 guys, I was like, okay, yeah, like we're not here to play. So that was very encouraging. After that, we went back to the pits and I did a fit check with our girls at In Her Lane podcast, Monica and Hannah, which was so funny standing next to them because they look like absolute queens. Monica is wearing this like gorgeous white cutout dress, and Hannah had these white boots. And also Hannah's husband, Ryan Morris, who used to race, now he's working at KTM. He was the one doing the cameras, which was hilarious. It was like, we love a supportive king. So shout out Ryan for your camera skills this weekend. So that was really fun. We were inside the Ducati tent at that point, which was hilarious because I'm like decked out in Roxon gear. I'm like, listen, if Justin was racing, I need to get me some Ducati gear. Between Justin and Dylan and Antonio, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in on Team Ducati as well. So, that was super fun. Got to say hello to Jill Cairoli and Amber Barsha. I love them. I'm obsessed. They're so sweet and so like posh and European in the best way. They're so cute. They were down in Tallahassee. The Cairolis flew in from Italy to Tallahassee to test for outdoors at Justin's property, and Dylan came up to do some testing. And I don't know if did you see the video that one of them posted of the alligator in the pond at Bamland? Did you see that?
No.
He's a big ass alligator girl. Like it's so it's Tallahassee, my hometown, but it's like no small thing. I asked Amber, I said, did you guys know that you had an alligator that big? She's like, yeah, we knew he existed, but like he did look really big in that video.
Oh my gosh.
Florida is gnarly. It's like the Australia of the United States. Sometimes I forget, but like there's alligators everywhere. So I can just imagine like Justin and Tony and Dylan watching an alligator in between motos. So Also in the background, this is so cool. Nastasia, who is Dylan's lovely girl, posted this poster that Ducati was give. I don't know if they were giving them away or if they just had them. I had no idea it was this big, but I was like, oh my God, those are so cool. Like, I hope I get one of those. And so she saved me one. And so when I went over to say hi to Nastasia, she had it for me. I'm like,
that's so nice.
I know. So it is really cool. If you're just listening to this, I'll probably post a picture of it, but very cool. I mean, everything that Troy does is iconic. Like those bikes, stunning. The gear, stunning. The branding in the pits, stunning. Like Ducati and TLD is like the most brilliant match made in heaven ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to get some Ducati merch, period. Okay. What else did I do in the pits? Who else did I see? Took pictures with Nastasia. Saw Joy McElrath in passing. She was wearing this like cheetah print skirt, which I love because when she posted it, like all of the other moto wags were like, where do we get the skirt? And I was like, thank you, because I was obsessed with that skirt. Her and Christian. So Shane and Christian were in like this big old motorhome that they had rented. Like Christian has some hookup. So I was like, who bought a motorhome? And I was not aware of. Like I could see Chase's motorhome. I could see Eli's motorhome. I could see Ken's motorhome, which is, I don't know, borderline creepy that I know who everybody's motorhomes are at this point. But also this is like what my husband does for a living. So he's like checking them out too. So that was fun. And then at that point it was time to go inside. So, my lovely friend Tracy, like I told you, Tracy, Jeremy's sister, McGrath, was like, yeah, we got these VIP monster vans that get you up in the VIP section in the press box. Like, do you want to go up there? And I'm like, yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes. So I told Tim, I was like, let me go up there and like scout things out and then I'll come get you. So Tim was with Tom and his wife, Triple Deuce from Main Event Moto, Tom's sister, and then Deepwood Steve, his wife. They were in the sun. So like they were in the club level section, like the like red seats in the middle. Like Tim is so sunburned. Like I felt terrible because I was like, I'm sitting in air conditioning.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. It is, I mean, at least that press box, it's the only press box I've ever been in, but it's very quiet in there. So my lack of professionalism and excitement for the sport was noticeable. But you know who else is loud and noticeable and does have a press pass? Adam Intignap. So at one point we were sitting with Adam. Adam was sitting in front of us. I was sitting in between Lewis Phillips and my husband. And Adam, we've said it here before. I don't know how he has that level of energy, but he is that level of hype all the time. Like all the time. It's incredible. I understand why like he does well like at the Suzuki VIP guide, but he's just as hype on watching racing. He is definitely the most animated. It was so fun. Like, and Tim and him got talking about a local track in Austin that he used to ride. And I told Tim, I was like, I'll never be able to talk to a pro rider about like hitting triples and all this stuff. So like listening to my husband like geek out about dirt bikes with Adam was really cool. Cause I was like, I'll never have that skill set. So, so press box for mains or heats. And then I saw beginning of 250 LCQ and then went to get Tim. And then we came back right before the mains. That's when I stopped into the Race Day Live booth because I'd been messaging with Ashley, who is Adam Cianciarulo's lovely girlfriend. She's freaking stunning. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just like have to come say hi real quick. And so came and popped in and I was like, hi, can I get a picture with you? She's tiny. Like I had no idea how tiny. This is so funny. Like meeting your internet friends. She's so teeny tiny. And so when Adam stood up, and Adam's like 8'3",
so tall. Yeah.
It was like a 2 foot height difference. But she was like, do you want to get a picture with Adam and JB? And I was like, I mean, I want a picture with you, but yeah, of course I would want a picture with them too. Like, this is so cool. Adam was watching the Masters. So like in between takes, it was,
oh, that's funny.
Dirt bikes golf. And they were very nice. I basically was telling Ashley, I was like, you have more Romy fans than Adam around here. Like the girls are obsessed with Ashley. So I told her that, which is cool because I get a lot of messages, like, especially when Ashley's like doing her like fashion design and all the jewelry stuff. And people are like, this is so cool. And I was like, I know, I love a creative queen. So that was really fun. And then as I was leaving to go back to the press box for the mains, Jet walks in and I'm just like, like an idiot, I don't think I've actually met Jet. Like, I don't think I've ever been introduced to him. Still haven't, was not introduced. He just like went straight up like to Adam and JB in front of us and immediately was like, how's the golf game? How's golf? Like, I just love these
Oh,
golf
that's fun.
dudes.
Yeah. Complete
But
opposite in like intensity.
complete. I'm like, I like golf. I do, but like, I definitely also love taking a nap and falling asleep to golf. Like, there's something weirdly comforting about falling asleep to golf. So Jet came in and they talked about golf. I told somebody this. They were like, well, like, how close were you to Jet? I was like, oh, like a foot. Like, he was right there. And they're like, what does he smell like? And I was like, you know what? It's funny because the only other time I've been like really close to Hunter, like outside of a race, he was on a flight in front of me, and I remember thinking Hunter smells so good. So we're gonna squash the debate now. Hunter is the better smelling brother. This is the quality, hard hitting journalism you get here. But I will say, I went to the press conference at Anaheim 1 2023. Was that his rookie year? 23? When he was in 450s?
I think it was 24.
24. Yeah, so it would have been the 250 press conference. I just remember thinking how big Jet is. Like his shoulders, his neck. I mean, he's just a big dude. I mean, Chase is the same way, but I think that I don't know who's taller, but I just remember thinking like, you are a large human and you also like race a dirt scooter. So it's just crazy because you think about like little like, A Mart and J Mart, and then you have that Jet. He's huge.
Yeah.
So anywho, let's talk about some racing. I'm like, did we get through all that? Okay, let's go 250s. Now that we've talked about the whole weekend, took us 36 minutes to get there. Talk about some racing. Cole freaking Davies. Wait, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna shut up. What are your thoughts on Cole?
Oh, I think he's the next generational talent. Like, I don't know how he's gonna stay 250s for the next 2-3 years. Like, I don't think there's no way.
I bet it's this year and next year, and he goes up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He'd probably take like what, Cooper's web spot?
Yeah, I heard a lot of talk about those contracts. There's a lot of teams interested in Yamaha riders right now because they're all on 1 years. Like they're all on 1 year deals except Hayden. So I don't know. Cooper and Justin Cooper are the big dominoes that need to fall. Also, Justin Cooper's wife, Jillian, was sitting on the other side of Tim for the 450 main, which was hilarious. Tim was like, that was so much stress. Like I could just feel her anxiety.
Oh my gosh.
Tim is not a fan of sitting with the moto wives, whereas I am. So I don't know. Like, do you keep Cooper for 1 more year and keep J Coop and keep Hayden on a 450 thinking 2028, then you won't have Cooper? I bet Cooper's done by 2028, and then you have Cole on 28. That's what I think is going to happen.
I think that's the most logical. Yeah. Because Cooper Webb said this is probably his last year doing outdoors.
Yeah.
So he has 1 foot out.
The only other thing I know KTM would love to get Cole back, because they had him from Orange Brigade. But they are going to have a very full paddock too because they're bringing over the Conans in 28. They have contracts. Sasha's the younger one, right? Oh my gosh, I have to go. No, not younger, smaller. They're twins. Smaller one. Is going to come over on a 250, and then Lucas. I'm sorry if I have these backwards, y'all. The taller one is going to come over on a 450 like Prado, so he'll just go straight to 450. So then, depending on what Eli does next year, I think Eli does come back next year.
You do? Interesting. I think he retires.
Really?
So that's going to be fun to see play out.
I do too, because that's
after the last month, I think he's done.
Yeah.
Sadly, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just my guess.
But
I hope you're right.
I think we'll keep him around. But can you imagine a world where KTM has Eli and Cole Davies? Like, how far apart in age are they?
God.
He's 19?
Eli was probably already pro when he was born.
Probably. I wonder who Cole's. I mean, I could probably ask around to figure out who Cole's person was.
Yeah,
that'd be so cool. But
Davies' birthday.
Yeah, I think he's no, he's younger than that. Maybe he's 18.
Oh my God, he was born when I was in high school.
Oh my God.
And Eli was born in 92.
This makes me want to gag.
They're 15 years apart. So Eli was going pro when Cole Davies was born.
That is so gnarly. Oh my gosh. Can you I just we're so lucky to still have them. So we should just soak it all up while we're here. So
Exactly.
let's see. So Cole, yeah, incredible. There's nothing left to say. Like the whoops were so sketchy. Like they were
Yeah.
weirdly far apart.
Yeah, he had one close call where he fishtailed a bit, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. That was a little scary. Nate Thrasher, I mean, he led for a big chunk of it. That was cool. He is the most confusing 250 rider I've ever seen. Like he is either a non-starter, non-person, non-involved, or he's winning. Like I don't understand.
yeah, no in between.
I think he's probably not gonna get re-signed at Star, which is a bummer. So it's like, where does he go? Does he go to Triumph? Like they're in Tallahassee. That would be moving to where? North Carolina? Is that where they're based? Yeah. So bummer for him. But also when his accent kills me. When he was interviewed by Will, I was like, this is such a cacophony of accents going on, and I love it. Like it was just like Will's accent and his accent. Like it was beautiful. So Daxton Bennick, what did his wreck look like? Was it on TV?
Yeah, that was just
so bad.
It's like all the pieces fell into place, and then with Seth hitting his tire just because it slid out. Mm-hmm. That was crazy. Mm-hmm. And what's funny is on the broadcast, so Seth's mom cannot watch the race.
Oh, stories. I love her. I'm obsessed with her.
They had the camera on her back at the rig, and she was pacing, and I think she was just live timing. And I was like, oh my God, that's me when Eli's on the track.
I told somebody that story. Who did I tell that to? I think I told it to Mina. Because like when Grant was on the gate, Mina had to turn around, and I was like, I'll let you know like how Grant does. And I was like, listen, this makes sense. Like, this is your man. I was like, Katie does this about Eli. Like, so really, Katie's the bigger fan than you are. And you cohabitate with that rider. But oh gosh, yeah, the anxiety. I cannot. So Daxton, I mean, right before the main started, Adam and Tignap asked all the press guys, Jamie, Scotty, Mathis, Lewis, me, what our picks were. And I said Davies, Bennick, Hammaker. Because I was like, Daxton looked good in qualifying. Like I was like, I'm feeling good about this. He looked good. He had good heat. So I was winning at one point. It was my lineup until then. So what we could see is like his head goes into Seth's bike or something. Like his head does something weird. So I need to go back and watch it because it happened so fast. But like literally, like the press box, which there's press, and then there was like a whole bunch of like VIP people in there. Like Jeremy McGrath was in there, and like my girl Monica was up there, and like everybody like audibly gasped. Like it was insane because first of all, it like he went down so fast, and then like the head whip, and I was just like, oh, this is awful. So gutted on that. Seth's, I don't know. I don't want to rag on the AMA because they're catching enough shit, but like Seth's penalty, where we're not going to penalize other people. Like Chase cut the track. It wasn't on the broadcast, but Chase cut it in the heat. He cut in the sand section, like, the big flying saucer round. What are they called?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He cut that in the corner and a tough block, and like it didn't gain him a position, but still, I'm like, I would not want to be the AMA. I'm not. That just sounds awful. So
yeah.
Seth getting fifth is a bummer. I will say, I snuck into the press conference, like just acted like I needed to be there, and was like, "What up, Haley? What up?" So Tim and I just kind of sat in the back, but they interviewed Cole and Nate, and then Seth wasn't coming in. So I was like, what is happening? So then everybody gets the notification like at the same time, and they're like, it's not Seth, it's Devin. And I was like, Devin Simonson. Oh my gosh. Like I was so excited. Listen, I love Seth. I do. I chickened out on getting an autograph from his mom because I'm a dork, and I just think she's so cute. And like you watched her when Seth was on the podium at Vegas, and I'm like, I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever talked to Seth, I talked about his mom and how much I love her. So I was very sad about Seth, but Devin was back at the rig when they found out. So like all of club found out together at the same time. And just so freaking cool. So I took a picture of Devin on the podium and sent it to his girlfriend. We've chatted a little bit, and she was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like I didn't get to go down there. And seeing him like see his little guitar trophy, and I just think it's so cool.
Those
Like
trophies were so cool.
they're
Like if you want a
so cool.
podium around, that was the one to podium because you
Seriously.
got a cool trophy.
I'm telling you, they were iconic. Like I love good branding. I love it. I'm like, can we bring this level to the sport all the time? So big Devin Simonson fan. I just think it's the coolest story. Like he's been at club grinding, paying his own way, earns the spot. I told Tim, I was like, I think that his hair was his magic power when he cut it. So it was like reverse of Samson in the Bible. You know, the guy Samson cuts his hair and then he loses his power. Devin gets his hair cut by Pulp, the Privateer Challenge, and then goes on a run. So I'm like, you need to cut your hair more, Devin.
Yeah.
So big props there. Dax Minnick, like we said, finished 4th. He got the whole shot, which is dope. I mean, like the kid is on the up and up. Very, very much proud of him. Seth coming in at 5th with the penalty. I don't love that penalty. I don't. He was already down. That's one that I'm like, I feel like I'm going to be mad when I watch it back on the broadcast. I'm prepared for it. So
yeah, no, for sure. It was like nothing. And he has bad luck too. It's like everything just goes wrong.
I know. But you know what? The good thing is like everybody at Cowie loves him. Like there's not a negative thing you could say about Seth. So like, I'm pretty sure like he's solid. I'm pretty sure Cam is solid. I've heard some not great things about Nick Romano's attitude. So he is not signed for the outdoors. There's rumors going around that he's signed through the outdoors. Not true. No, not yet. So that's an interesting one. But I don't think Nick's going to be around much longer. We'll say that.
Oh God. Sometimes these people shoot themselves in the foot.
No, they really do. Like I can't go into details, but I was like, homie, you need to read the room. You need to read the room. Okay. So I don't think we see Nick Romano next year, let alone out.
No, Mitch Payton sounds like he'd be big on like attitude and respect and that sort of thing. Like he doesn't let that slide.
Yep.
So
well, and Cam having a whole like baby, I feel like Mitch is like, yeah, like maybe figure out having your first kid. We'll cut you some slack.
Right. Yeah.
Excuse me. Henry Miller, again, killing it. Top 10. Henry got 6th. Cody Schock in 7th. And then Nick Romano, we were just talking about in 8th. Marshall Welton 9th. Drew Adams in 10th. I was in the airport behind Drew. Like I want to get another picture of him for Margot because
cool.
He's now he is Margot's favorite rider because he has red hair, you know. So we've got a redhead in the 450s with Grant. Gonna have Drew in the 250. So she's big. She's a big big Drew fan. He looked good. I just, you know, he's figuring things out. He's so tall. He gives me AC vibes, like the year that Adam grew like 8 inches.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be really good when he gets to a 450. We just got to keep him healthy.
Mm-hmm. That's the name of the game.
Yeah. Anything else on 250s that stuck out to you? Any of those riders or any of those people?
No, it was a good race. It
was good.
Had the ups and downs, and it was a good race.
And they had to sit on that gate and bake in the sun for like 30 minutes. What were they showing on the broadcast?
We fast forward that part.
Was it like commercials though? Like, could you tell when you're fast forwarding? Or was it?
I wasn't paying attention. I was down in the dumps already because I already knew what happened in the 450s.
Because it had been spoiled for you. Oh man, Lurch got out there at one point and was like getting people to do the wave. I was like, Lurch doing the most.
Yeah.
What a trooper. Also, I ran into Lurch in the pits and he was like, hold on, moms, housewives. He almost had it. And I was like, oh,
that's so
Lurch,
cute.
I love you. Like he knew who it was. So that made me happy. I was going to say Isaiah Clark, number 91. He is dating Kylie Stallings, who is the WMX rider, the little teeny tiny one. She's so cute. And I saw them in the pits and they're adorable. Like I'm so here for the WMX riders dating moto guys, like our girl Lala dating Keegan Rowley. I'm so here for it. And Isaiah's hair is incredible. Like he has very tight curly hair. So like between him and Jace McAlpine, I'm like, can you guys drop your curl routine? Because you men have better curl definition than I do. And that's not fair. So that was for free. Let's talk 450s. Let's get there. Because this was a doozy of a race. There was a lot going on. So Hunter Lawrence wins it. Shooketh as a Kenny fan and also a Hunter fan.
I thought Kenny was gonna win.
I did too. It was rough. I'm not even gonna lie. Like Hunter got off 5th, so ran 5th, fourth, third, second, 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 second. Doesn't pass until the 15th lap. 14th lap? 14th lap. It was a hard one to watch as a Kenny, as an Eli fan. I mean, yes, also Hunter, but he's incredible. I mean, Hunter's so good, and his demeanor about all of it, he's so calm.
Yeah, he's humble. I love Hunter. I want Ken or Eli for the movie ending aspect, but there's nothing bad to say about Hunter. He just seems like a great guy. So
yeah, and I want him to have it without Jet here. You know, like I want him to have his moment because like Jet, all injuries aside, like I think Jet is still gonna hang the moon. Although apparently I have not watched Race Day live after Jet walked in front of me. I have not heard what he said, but apparently he was saying more about like kind of the timeline of the foot.
Oh yes,
did he mention that?
He did not seem very confident that he would be ready for Paula. That this recovery, he kind of said like this recovery has gone a lot harder than his ACL. And he's on the bike a little bit, and that the vibration of the motorcycle is helping a bit, but I think he's still on a turn track. And I think he was supposed to be on the bike though, like weeks ago.
I feel like Lars said something where he was like, he's way ahead of schedule, and this was like weeks ago.
And then it turned around though. It was like Jet said he wasn't. Like,
yeah.
I think so. I think there's been a slow progress, and they thought
that's scary.
Yeah, Jet didn't seem very confident.
That's what I've been.
So whether he's just playing like even keel, like keeping it cool.
Yeah.
Will I be surprised if he wins Paula? No, because of last year was insane.
Literally. Like,
but yeah, no, it just didn't have the same like confidence.
Interesting.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. I was telling Adam when we were upstairs, I was like, Lars and his comms, like, I just don't understand. Like, I feel like he's gone back and forth. He's not ruled out Jet. Then he's like really teased Jet. Like it's really sounding like he's coming. And I don't believe anything he says about Joe in that timeline. Like I'm whatever.
No, I mean, even with Hunter and the wrist, he was all, no injuries. We're good. And then it comes out Hunter hurt his wrist. So it was like, I don't Hunter believe Lars.
Same. I mean, listen, I'm not blaming it on Tati not being there, but I'm also not blaming it. So there's that.
Boom.
Yeah. I just don't know. That's a strange one. And Hunter like even doubled down talking about the wrist in the press conference, because when he started talking about his wrist, I looked over at Tim and I was like, that wrist was worse than we knew 2 weeks ago. Like,
yeah. So I didn't watch the press conference because I was depressed, but did he say anything about the wrist?
I can't remember exactly
that it was still bothering him.
Yeah, it sounds like it is, but it's not. It's better. Like I think last week it was really bothering him. He didn't say that, but that's the vibe I got.
Yeah,
for sure. I don't know. He's again like his energy, his optimism, like that's deadly. You know, like when Kenny was going through everything, with all of his like blood diseases and everything, like he was so frustrated at himself. He wasn't happy. And so then when you get like happy, positive Kenny, he's super dangerous. But I'm like, Hunter's always even keeled,
Yeah. Like, it's just like nothing phases him. Like he's very like well-centered. Like you want him to like teach a yoga class or something.
I would 100% take a yoga class from Hunter effing Lawrence. I would do that.
Like he's just so calm. Like,
yeah. Cynthia, if you ever
like calm in the storm,
Yeah.
Like he's going to be a great dad.
Oh, for real. Yeah, I could see that. And like just how much they love on the animals and everything. Like I love it.
Yeah.
So good for Hunter. I mean, do I want Ken more than anything in the entire world to win? Yes. Am I scared of Hunter? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and the points can flop. I mean, I think this weekend's a mutter.
That's what I was seeing. Yeah. Like it could be nasty. So who freaking knows? Like, okay. So let's talk about our top 4. Hunter, Cooper, Ken, Chase. Who are you picking in a mutter out of those?
Probably Ken.
That's what I'm thinking. It's an open air stadium. I mean, so it could be disgusting. It's supposed to rain like off and on all week.
Yeah. Or Cooper, I guess, is good in the mud. Eli's good in the mud too.
I always think of Barsha, but I'm like, of course, Justin.
Oh yeah, Barsha. Yeah.
Did you see the reel that Amber posted of her and Justin in their hotel room?
That was so cute.
undone. Like they're so adorable. Like Amber's we're basically BFFs, but I just told her, I'm like, thank you guys for being like normal in this sport. Like, I just love y'all. So I feel like they're like the funnier, way more attractive, way more talented version of Tim and I. Like the like, the crazy blonde, which actually I would be the Justin in their marriage, let's be real. And Tim and Amber are the calm, like stoics. But I was obsessed with that reel, like that picture of Justin's face. I cannot. So
Yeah,
anywho,
that was so cute.
Cooper Webb, second, getting back up on the podium. His gear was cool. He had some kind of like shiny stuff in it, which I'm here for. So I need to get the deets on that from Fly. So yeah, Cooper, again, you cannot count out Cooper. Like weirder things have happened.
I know, but he really hasn't been talked about this season. And I keep going back to like, why is everyone on Eli when Cooper Webb is the reigning champion, is on his championship bike, and has won a race without winning a race?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And has barely podiumed. Okay, so I think people need to go rag on Webb more than my little Eli.
Well, I mean, he's never been good in a title defense year. And he's had some flashes of brilliance. Like when was the restart? Whatever race that was, he had the whole shot.
Oh, that was A1, yeah.
Yeah. So like Cooper's had some weird get-offs that weren't his fault. But I think with Eli, it's just like we didn't have high expectations, And so then when Eli came out swinging and like, set the world on fire.
Got all our hopes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Tyra Banks. Like, we were all rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you. So true. Gosh, that could apply to so many writers right now, though, too. Like, what is happening? So I agree, though. Like, Cooper is a very confusing one. Mariah is due very soon. Very, very soon. I'll say that. I won't blow out her due date. But she's due very soon. And she is not being induced, and she is not having a C-section. So baby girl could come at any time, basically. So that's stressful. Also met Katie Smith, Jordan Smith's wife. She's in her third trimester now, so she's not due until June. But she's nervous about that too, because she's due like in the middle of the California run, and they're in North Carolina. So she's like, even if he can get a flight back, it's still like what, a 6-hour flight from the West Coast to the East Coast. Like, this makes me so stressed for them. Like,
yeah,
I cannot imagine being pregnant. Luckily, both of them, like Katie, this is her second, and Mariah, this is her third. But like they said, like, if she goes into labor and it's Saturday in the middle of the day, like Cooper's staying and racing. So yeah. I mean, I understand, like, if it was their first, I'd be like, you don't want to be there for the first birth of your child, but like, this is how he pays the bills,
Yeah, no, that's true.
And weirder things have happened. Nashville 2 years ago, like Denver, like stuff can change like that. So
yeah. And it's so crazy because it's like, you think nothing weirder can happen, like it kind of seems right now we're at that point where, yeah, we're just going to get through these 4 rounds. Nothing weird's going to happen. It's all like, what else can happen?
No, literally.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's like something you least expect happens.
Yeah. I mean,
so
like,
you got to stay on your toes.
The same night? Like, when have we ever had 2 title contenders go down the same night? Like Eli and Hunter. Like, that was wild. So
yeah.
2026 is just delivered over and over again.
It's been a great season.
God, it's so good. So it's not been good. We'll talk about Kenny. We'll do this quickly because it broke my heart. Like,
he still podiumed though, Allie. Like he still did good, and 10 points and
10
like
points.
in 4 rounds can switch real quick. Yeah, he's still in it.
I'm not sad about the championship. I'm sad about just Nashville because he had it. He had it, and it sucked. At that point, Dustin Pipes was there. Dustin had his headphones on. It was a lot. It was a lot of the F word.
Really? So that would have been so cool to see, like, how the managers are. And yeah,
Tim was like, "Who do you think he's talking to?" And I was like, "I think that." So Larry Brooks went on Winners Take Y'all and said, because he can't go to the races because he's immune compromised right now with chemo. I think his son is at the races in his place, and so I was wondering if maybe his son was in the manager tower and that's who Dustin was talking to. But when Ken went down, I posted. Tim got a picture of it. I posted on my Instagram. I literally gagged. Like I had to cover my mouth. I shoved back from the table towards Lewis. I guarantee Lewis thinks I'm an absolute psycho after this weekend.
Did you guys conversate?
Like a little bit. Like he definitely did not want to chat. Like we talked about Chase. Because I was like, are we gonna talk about he just cut the track? Like, is Chase gonna get a penalty? Are we gonna talk about this? I did not tell him about Evie. Like, hey, you know your man's ex-girlfriend is here. Like, I did it because I'm nice. But at that point, I pushed away from the bench or whatever. Like when Ken went down, and I was like, I'm gonna vomit. Like,
Yeah. No, I get it, girl. I get
oh,
it.
no chill.
No
So,
chill.
you know, Sean Brennan, who told me, I was like, I gotta tone down my bias, my writer bias. I was like, nope. If that means I never get a
No.
press pass, nope, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I physically can't do it.
No, exactly. Yeah, never change. Like,
Nope.
I don't know how they just stay so unbiased.
I don't
Like,
know either. I mean, maybe Mathis has been around it so long that it, you know, maybe he just kind of loses that excitement. But for me, like 15 years going to the races, like I feel I am more in love with the sport right now than I've ever been. Like, so I hope I never lose that, honestly. Like, there's so few things, I've said this a million times, there's so few things in life that just bring you pure, unfettered joy. And moto does that for me that I don't want to lose.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So Ken, I talked to sources. Wonder who my source was. Said Ken is unfazed. Ken is still ready to go. He's excited. He's not scared. He's not nervous. And I'm like, okay, cool. Me too.
Yeah.
Period. We're moving on. When he came into the press conference, his purple gear.
I loved it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, listen, I love everything he wears. Let's be real. But the purple, like, because my brand is purple. I love it. So the purple on black and the ombre, like, I'm here
Obsessed.
for it.
Yeah.
I need to buy it. Like, I don't know if we'll get to see it. I'm sure it's probably a one-off. I don't know. The Fox will put it out, but I'm like, I need it. So he came into the press conference, sat right in front of me. I was dying. I was next to, at that point, Hunter was up on the podium. Cooper was next to me. And Ken was in front of me. And he starts going through his phone, and I was like, Allie, don't look at his phone. You're being creepy. Don't look at his phone. I had to look.
Of course.
He's checking his lap times. I'm like, you are such a competitor. Like, you're so gnarly.
Wow.
You're sitting here in the press conference. He came in with Steve, his manager, who's also Evie's manager. He's like 8 feet tall. I want to meet him. He follows me. Hello, Steve. I'm a big fan. I love, like, all of his clients. Like, meet Machine Gun Kelly, AC, Roxanne. Yes, please. Evie. Yes. Anyhow. Gosh, ADD is ADD in today. So I was like, don't look at his phone. Don't look at his phone. He's checking his lap times. I'm like, this man is so locked in. And at the same time being like, I'm not watching the points. We're in this. I'm having fun. Like, they were there. No kids. So they had a kid-free weekend, living their best life, down it, Holeshot challenge. So we're in this. We are in this. We meaning Team 94. So Ken, we're in it. Going to keep fighting. So I am hopeful.
Yep. 4 races seems like it's not a lot, but it kind of is.
It's a lot.
Like, a lot can happen in a month.
Yeah. And I mean, when is the last time it's been this close, this late in the season? Like, never.
Never.
So, and a mutter. Holy crap. Whew. Okay, so Justin Hill. Nope, we skipped over Chase. Chase, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I mean, I had no idea where he was. Like, multiple times. I heard Mathis say it. I heard Lewis say it. We were like, where is he? And same thing. He was battling with Eli in like 8th. I was like, what is going on? So impressive that he got up to 4th, but I mean, I got to keep my Chase thoughts to myself because Evie is my girl now, but I just feel like Chase, he needs a really good therapist. That's all I'm going to say. He needs a really good therapist and maybe someone to slap him in the face. But other than that.
Yeah. I mean, his crash in qualifying was just like, come on.
I don't get it. I just think he's so up in his head. I know his whole family was here, like dad, mom, sister, all that. But to have that bike and to have every resource and to still be like taking it apart. And I don't get it. I don't get it. So we'll leave it at that because it's personal now because I love your ex-girlfriend. Okay. So savage. Justin Hill in 5th, got the whole shot and led for like forever.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That was cool. Like, I love the blacked out KTM. I think that looked dope. I'm sure he was sweating his ass off in that black gear on that black bike on the line, but incredible. That was cool. Excuse me. So props to Justin. Dylan Ferrandis sneaking in at 6. When I was talking to Nastasia, I was very impressed with Dylan during qualifying. He had a couple runs where he looked really uncomfortable, but then would immediately bounce back. So I was like, that's a sign of a champion. Hello, it's Dylan Ferrandis. So very, very high on Ducati, and then, you know, hoping for Justin to come back for the outdoors. So I think they're going to have like a really solid outdoor season, especially with Tony. Hearing Tony might come over for a couple of the races this summer. So very excited about that. 7th, Justin Cooper. Like I said, Jillian was sitting next to Tim, so that was hilarious. Like getting her second anxiety.
I would love to watch that, like to watch them.
It was so fun. Like she was definitely anxious AF, especially like when Cooper and him got in together. Like Cooper ran up on him a little hard, maybe a little harder than needs to on teammates, but whatever. Marchbanks 8th, Colt Nichols 9th. Never saw Colt Nichols. Like never, not once. Usually I get like mixed up real quick, like with the yellow when I'm looking for Kenny. Never saw Colt. Sorry. I don't know what you did this weekend, Colt. So good job getting 9th. Shane McElrath 10th. Dean Wilson, Dino, coming in at 11th. Listen, there's privateers. They're not happy about that because they know that that's one less spot on the gate that they're going to get when Dino comes back. But very impressive ride for Dino. I mean, he beat Eli. So
yeah,
that's wild. And then our KTM boys going 12-13, Eli and Prado. What a weird night.
Yeah, if Eli didn't crash, then he would have got up to maybe 6th or so. But
and it was the front, like watching the front.
It's like, just so frustrating. Like I can't even say like, oh, next week will be better anymore. I'm just gonna let whatever happens.
That's the Kenny vibe. Like whatever happens.
But you know what, Eli, he won at life.
He did.
We put all our problems in a pile. We take ours right back. So I would love to have Eli's problems.
Yeah, me too. And the green porch.
And that nice house on top of a mountain in Colorado.
I'll take that as well. Goodness gracious. I was gonna say. Oh, did you see if any of his family was there? Like, I mean, John obviously, but like I didn't see anybody else.
No, I don't think so. I think they were at home selling their ponies.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. I love their little farm life. It's the best. So
I did listen to some of Jade's episode on Gypsy Tales. So that has a lot of good information about Eli in it.
I freaking love Jade. Like he's hilarious. And like the big ass Dungy tattoo down his arm. I love it. Oh my gosh. It was really cool having all the Dungies around the
that
was really cool.
Like the respect Jade showed for Eli in that episode was really cool to see.
Yeah. I think it's really cool that Jade ended up with Eli like this late in his career, like both of them, because they're both like icons of the sport in their own jobs, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I told Lindsay, I was like, the whole Dungy family, like all of you guys are like pillars of moto, you know? So to have Eli, who is also, you know, the Tomacs are a pillar of the sport, to be at KTM, to have Jade, I love it. It gives me all the warm.
Yeah.
Very cool. So let's see. 14th, Christian Craig. 15th, Vince Freezy. Vince gonna Vince, but you know, he didn't have to go to the LCQ, which I know a lot of the LCQ guys were excited about. They're like, cool, we don't have to deal with him in LCQ. 16th, Savachi. 17th, Moran's. 18th, Malcolm. What happened with Malcolm? He was up there.
He crashed, and then he had to go back into the pits.
That's right.
So,
but then he went back out.
Yes. So I think he was an extra lap down.
Yes. That's awesome. I love that he like went back out there. I mean, not that I would ever think that Malcolm's the kind of guy that wouldn't, but I mean, that's got to be tempting when you go down and you were doing as well as he was to just be like, right out. I mean, I know some other riders that would do that. So, Tristan Lane in 19th, 20th, Zach Williams, our boy Zach. That was so cool watching it with Ann, or watching his not qualifying. LCQ. We're going to get to it, right? It was LCQ. He had to go through LCQ. Yes. To get to the main. So that was his first 450 main. I will never take moments like that for granted. Like getting to experience through a friend who is a wife, getting to watch her man succeed at what he's worked so hard at. Like there is something like so palpable and powerful about that. And I just, that was the coolest thing ever, because like forever, like that will be Zach's first 450 main. Like they'll always think about Nashville, and like I was there to get to watch her watch it. So
that's awesome.
I love watching the women watch their men. You know, it's like the opposite of a wedding, where like at a wedding, I love watching the groom, you know, and I'm like in moto, I love watching the women. Like it's like my favorite thing ever. So good job, Team Williams. 21st was Freddie Noren. 22nd was Jordan Smith. Jordan did not have a good night. He was on the ground a lot. Like every time I looked up, Jordan was doing something
Oh.
that was a bummer. I went back to the Triumph rig to say hello to Sophia, who is Jalik Swoll's fiance, and we've become internet friends. And so it's good to see her and meet Jalik. And then Katie came over. She's so tall. I don't know why I'm giving everybody the deets on how tall all the moto wags are, but she's very tall. And in her third trimester, their daughter Blair is adorable. And so she was running around everywhere. She woke up with pink eye. So let's talk about your dad is a pro 450 rider and you wake up on race day and your kid has pink eye and you have to think about that.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
no.
The things they have to manage, you know? Like,
yeah.
I cannot. So, better days for Triumph. I'm very, very curious to see what Triumph does because, there's lots of talk about all the shifts. I mean, Faulkner included. Like, so that'll be a really interesting one to see about next year. So, whew. That was a day. And we still went out after.
Yeah,
and rally.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm so tired, but my heart is full. This championship is insane. I mean, it's anybody's game right now. Like I said, weirder things have happened. We've got a mutter coming up. So speaking of, let's do our picks because we did not do picks for Nashville.
Yeah.
It was a weird recording, but who you got for 250s for Cleveland?
Let's go Hammaker.
Okay.
I feel like Hammaker would have more experience in mud than Cole.
Okay.
And for 450s, I'm going to go Kenny.
I think I'm going to pick the exact same thing. But to be different.
No, you don't have to be. It's fine.
I thought I was going to literally
put our powers together.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm saying 720. Let's say, okay, so that's if it's a mutter. What if it's dry? Does that change it? Cole? You say Cole?
Yeah, I'll do Cole Hunter.
We don't know what the dirt's like. We've never been there. So I'm like.
No, so it's going to be like interesting to see. Yeah. It's kind of like no one really has an advantage.
Yeah.
Until they see or.
Wait, it's a Triple Crown.
No way.
Yes,
is it really?
It is a Triple Crown. Hold up. I think we did this last time and the Triple Crown snuck up on us. Hold on.
Oh, a Triple Crown can make this points thing real interesting real quick.
It is a Triple Crown. It's a Triple Crown. God, what a weird schedule. Like, I feel like we just had one.
I feel like we're done with Triple Crowns. Like, they're in the dust by now.
No. Okay, hold on. So now we got to... It's a Triple Crown. Who's winning? Short races.
Girl, I don't even know. I'm just going to keep them the same. That's...
Okay.
Oh my
Triple
gosh.
Crown mutter.
I don't think that's happened before.
I can't... No. Wait, was Boston or Foxborough last? No, that was a regular race. And they like mowed down the whoops. I can't think of one. I'm sure there is one, but anyhow, I'm gonna stick with mine. Oh, man, I don't know. Daxton looks so good. I don't know what he's like in mud, but Triple Crown, he's got sprint speed. Okay, we'll stick with it. Seth, Kenny, and if it's dry, Cole. Eli?
I hope so. Okay. I hope so.
Okay, I'll put you down for Eli for dry. I'm going to say Hunter if it's dry.
Yeah, or Hunter. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be a fun one. I cannot believe this championship. I cannot believe this year. I cannot believe getting to hang out with all the cool people I met and just...
I know. Could you imagine just a year ago of like where you would be?
No,
insane.
Not at all. It's, it's funny. Like I talked to Mathis out in the pits when I first saw him. This is before I was coming to the press box. And he was like, I mean, you've got a unique angle, you're not like a bunch of random dudes in their basement who started a podcast. And I was like, that was a dig. Cause there's lots of Moto Bro podcasts that are not good and super boring. I'm sorry I said it. I used to listen to some of them, but I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess, people want something unique.
That's good that Steve gave you praise. I like that.
Yeah, so that was cool. He was like, are you monetizing? And I was like, nope. Like everybody wants to know that. That's the first question. I'm like, no, I don't have time. Like, we don't really have the YouTube numbers for that. Like
he should have you on Pulp.
Well, he did say that he tried to do a wife episode like years ago, and Brittany Chisholm was supposed to come, and then something happened and Brittany bailed or Brittany couldn't come. But
Oh.
he paid for her ticket. So he was like, Brittany Chisholm owes me a ticket, a plane ticket. Oh my gosh. I was like, do it again. I said, well, I'll pick the wives. I will make sure everybody shows up, and then I will cat wrangle them while they're there. And I was like, and we'll do a Pulp Real Housewives of Moto collab. And do a wife episode.
I love that. Like, and what did he say?
He was not about it.
What?
Like, oh yeah. Like totally was like, no, I have no interest in doing it.
That would have been so good.
But it's our bread and butter here, so I'll take that. That's fine by me. So, all right, my friend, we went a little bit long today, but that's because I was there. So we had 4 days worth of stuff to unpack. It's also very strange. Like you and I do text some on race day, and I feel like we didn't talk at all because I didn't have service. So it was weird, like not talking to you and like just being like, okay, talk to you Monday.
Well, I get to see you in person Friday.
You do. Yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's such a good travel and you're always here. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well,
right.
We'll talk to you guys after Cleveland, pending a mutter or otherwise a muddy Triple Crown.
I'm going to be checking this weather every hour.
Literally. And also, God bless the ops and Shirtworks crew. That sucks. We will see you guys after Cleveland.
Bye.